You need to fight for sobriety as hard as you fought for that pill. As hard as you fought for that high every single day, the energy that you put into that, that's the same amount of energy you need to put into your recovery and your sobriety.
When your time comes, don't postpone it. When others doubt it out, you don't condone it. Truth be told, yourself is your toughest opponent. When your moment comes, grab hold and own it. Never let go.
I already got wet this morning, didn't we? Good morning, you guys. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Look how pretty it is. Woo! Whoa. Hey, that's too far. Yeah, that's too far. It is today Friday? Seems like it's Saturday. Yeah, today is Friday. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do for Gracie's birthday. We're probably just going to wait and have something on Sunday. Such procrastinators I am. I don't know why I waited so long to... I think it's because she's been at the beach, and it's just been hard to kind of figure out what she wants to do, and like it's just, I don't know. We just waited too long, which is my fault. Nobody else's but mine. I ended the vlog very shortly earlier, and it's been chaos since then. I just haven't been able to pick back up the camera, but the day's going along good. Levy took a 3-hour nap almost. I think it was right at 3 hours. Yeah, it was like right at 3 hours. I don't feel very good again today. I don't know why. What are you doing? I've got lunch on for the kids. I'm cooking them corn dogs and macaroni and cheese. Heath and Jonathan have been outside working. Jonathan's pressure washing and Heath's mowing. We're gonna try to have, we're gonna have Gracie's birthday party here tomorrow, which is the 4th. But we think we're just gonna like do some stuff tomorrow. We have to go pick her up. We have to meet Bobby and them to pick her up. So we're thinking we're just gonna have a birthday party on Saturday. I said this before a little while ago, but I don't know, we just procrastinated until the end. We didn't really know. We were planning on having it somewhere else this whole time, so that's why we didn't really plan it. But now that's just not gonna work out, so we have to plan something. But that's all right. We'll have fun. I think I'm gonna take her shopping when we pick her up. Not sure. Ooh, it scared me. But yeah, we'll figure something out, I'm sure. I'm going to pressure wash the porch in a little bit because I like to do that. It's actually very satisfying. So that's what I'm going to do. You give me that pen, and how did you get up here on this couch? She uses this little chair to get up on the couch. It drives me insane. But we're just going to be cleaning and everything for the rest of the day, doing stuff. I need to get this outside so I can sand it and paint it, because we bought a sander specifically for that, and I still haven't used it yet. Look, here she is again. I'm gonna have to put these chairs up so you can't get them. But I'm gonna finish cooking the kids' lunch, and then, are you? Great, our garage door's broken. Awesome. What happened? What happened? Tell mommy what happened. Here, tell me what. You hit your head?
I did.
How did you hit it? Jonathan ran to you and hit your head?
Yeah.
How did he hit your head? Come show me. What did he do?
He put my head.
You ran into him and hit your head?
Yeah.
You said 3 different things now. Let me see. Let me have it. Give it a kiss. You guys, we've got babies asleep, so it's a quiet house. Thank the Lord. Let me change this because it's too loud. Ooh, can't see me. Okay. Anyways, Heath and Jonathan went to take the pressure washer back that we borrowed from his boss. We didn't get to do everything that we needed to do, but he needed to use it. So he took that back, and then they had to go by the bank, and then they should be back. The light just went down an extreme amount. I wanted to hop on here really quick because I was thinking of something, because I had a message or two recently from some people, just reaching out, asking how I, like, got clean and all that stuff. And when I was on methadone, like when I went to the methadone clinic and everything, and I wanted just to say, because I feel like a lot of people, one of the biggest reasons that they don't reach out and get help is because they feel ashamed. And I was the exact same way. When I first got addicted to pills, I honestly, I didn't think I was. Just like pretty much every addict, you don't think that you have a problem until it gets to that point where you're like, maybe I do have a problem. But the first, couple years that I was like deep in addiction, I was just too embarrassed to let anybody know. I didn't want anyone to know that I was on anything or that I had a problem. And then I really didn't become not ashamed till just recently, honestly, until I started sharing our story, is when I finally just stripped off all of my shame and guilt about everything and was just like, this is who I am, this is what happened, this is who made me who I am, and I feel like I have a purpose to share my story. I feel like God didn't put me in that situation, obviously, but He, let me go through it, I feel like now, to help make an impact on someone, to help someone that's in the same situation, and just to help, I feel like. And so it takes a long time. I mean, it's been 12 years that I am just now able to not be shameful of it. And when I mean that, like, it's easy to tell, like, your family and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I was ashamed and, scared to tell my family in the beginning, even though they already knew. Like, people know. Like, you may think that they don't know, but they know. It's not hard to tell. Like, you can watch somebody go downhill very quickly. And even if you think that they don't know, they most likely do. And so when I told my family, or kind of just came clean, and like when I first went to my first Suboxone doctor, it felt good to let everybody know, yeah, I was doing bad. You were right, but I'm taking control back of my life again, and I'm taking the first steps to changing. And it's been a long, long road since then, full of relapses. But I feel like that I am where I am today because of all of those experiences. And I feel like now I'm just going to get even stronger in my sobriety now that I have completely, fully taken off the mask and let everyone know. Because, I feel like there may have been some people that didn't know, like, not family-wise, but just people in general that have known me since I was younger, may not have known. They might have, but, they may not have. And so I feel like it's taking me until now to really not be afraid to say what I've been through and who I am. When me and Heath first started talking about starting this channel, he wanted this to be a recovery channel from the get-go. But I was hesitant. I was very hesitant. I was just kind of like, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to judge us because we have kids. There's going to be a lot of people that have a lot of stuff to say to us, about us. And I was just kind of like, I don't know if I want to do that. I just don't know if I want people to know that part of me, especially people that, like, I've just recently met that has no idea that that's where me and Heath have been. I was scared. I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't want people to look at me a different way. I don't want people to treat me a different way. I was just overall scared, and I didn't want to do it. But then I don't know what it was. Just one day, I feel like God just spoke to me and was like, this is what I want you to do. You need to help people. You need to share your story, and you need to get it out there to help one person. And so I did it. I stripped everything away, and I was like, okay, let's do it. I will for sure do this with you. And now that I've done it, I feel so much stronger and so just more powerful almost. Like I feel like I've finally found what I'm supposed to be doing, and it really does feel like this is where we're supposed to be and the community that we're supposed to be in, and it's just amazing. We've already met so many amazing people in the short time that we've been on here, and you need that. Like if you are a recovering addict, you need that community, and that's something I feel like me and Heath never have had. We've only really had each other. We've never, had that community of recovering addicts to talk to share stories with, to, say, well, how do you get through this? Or, how do you deal with this? And I feel like now that we have that on YouTube, just, it's crazy. It's just so crazy. Like, I feel like it's what we have been missing is just the community, and it's awesome. But that was kind of a far tangent from what I was trying to say is you have to get rid of that shame and that guilt to really fully recover, I feel like. Until you can not care what people think about you and not care what people are going to say about you and just not care, I feel like that's when you're going to really grow and you're going to really shine through. And the person that you are meant to be is going to emerge out of this broken mess that you were before. Like your beautiful shining soul is going to come out because you're just no longer ashamed. You accept who you are. Like that's such a big part of recovery. Like I'm still not insanely super comfortable in my own skin. And I feel like that's one of the main reasons that I started using was because I wasn't super comfortable with who I was. I mean, I was always the kid, person, girl, whatever, that made people laugh. I always love to make people laugh. I still do. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, because I mean, that's what a lot of people love about me is my sense of humor. And it's something I love to do. I love to make people laugh. But I feel like that was a big facade or cover up for not feeling comfortable with myself and not being able to accept who I truly was. And it's still hard to this day to accept and feel comfortable in my own skin. And it's something I'm working on every day. So this isn't something that just happens overnight. Like you can't just be an addict one day and then the next day you stop using drugs and you're just not an addict anymore. Like, no, you'll always be an addict, but you need to be a recovering addict. You need to fight for sobriety as hard as you fought for that pill. As hard as you fought for that high every single day, the energy that you put into that's the same amount of energy you need to put into your recovery and your sobriety. It takes a lot and it takes a long time, but it's so worth it when you get there. And I'm still not there. I don't want anyone out there to think that we are trying to say, like, look, we've made it. We've totally made it. Like, look at us, like this is what sobriety is. It's so easy. It's awesome. Like, no, we fight daily, constantly. We are still working on ourselves. It's a daily struggle. And we are still struggling. We still have to work on things. And I just feel like you just have to let that shame go. Once you let all that go and you just kind of show who you are, it will help you so much. Like, it will. You have to admit that you are an addict to yourself, first of all, and then admit it to the world, to everyone. And you will be amazed at how much more stuff will fall into place. Have a community around you. Even if it's, there's so many like Zoom meetings, like AA meetings, NA meetings that are online. Like you can go on there and you don't even have to show your face or your microphone. You can just sit in on the calls and just listen. As long as you have that support and your truth and you're truthful to yourself, I have no doubt that you will make it. If I can make it out of addiction, anyone can. Because I am one of the most stubborn, hard-headedest, I don't know if that's a word, hard-headedest, and reliant person on stuff. Like I feel like I rely on a lot of stuff. And so getting out of addiction was really hard. And so if I feel like if I can do it, anyone can do it. I believe in you. If you ever need to talk or ask questions, please email me anywhere. Write me on Instagram, write me on Facebook. Just reach out for help and strip that shame away. And I promise you, you will grow so much in your sobriety. Like, you will take leaps and bounds once you let go of that. So just remember that, and just remember that we are not perfect, that we are still working on ourselves every single day, and we are still working on our sobriety every single day. Like, don't ever think that we're not doing that. Like, we're still in recovery. You know, we're never going to be, I mean, eventually I feel like, 30 years from now we'll be pretty seasoned, recovering addicts. But right now in our sobriety, I feel like we're babies. Like, we really are. We're babies compared to people that have went 30, 40, 50 years without using drugs, that were addicts for like 20 years, So we are still working on ourselves. Do the same and just get clean. Like, because being clean is 10 times better than being high. I promise you that. I know if you're in an active addiction right now and you're sitting there sick or something and you're listening to me and you're like, yeah, I do want to change, but I don't feel good. I want a pill, and I'm not going to do anything until I get a pill. I know where you're at. I've been there, but I promise you, speak up and try to get help. Reach out for help. There's always people willing to help you if you want to get help, and you have to do it. You have to want to do it for yourself first. That's the only way it works. So I'm happy I got that little tidbit of information off my chest. I'm not super good with words, but I feel like that one came out pretty good. So I hear Levy crying, and I just put her down a minute ago. So this was just in the opportune time. When Heath and them get home, I have to go to the store to get some milk and water and shiz like that. So I don't know if I'll take you guys with me when I go, but yeah, I'm just happy that I got that off my chest, because that was something I've been really feeling lately, is that there's a lot of people out there that are still ashamed and just scared of admitting that they are addicts. And I feel like once you make that leap, that you will just move so far up in your sobriety. You really will. You really will. I promise you. Hello guys. It's been a little while since I've had the camera. I have another coffee. It is 6 o'clock in the evening, and I have another coffee, so it's been one of those days. I'm tired for some reason. Like, extremely exhausted. I don't feel very good. Like, again. Heath said he doesn't feel very good either, so let's pray to the good Lord above that neither one of us have the Rona, because that would suck. That'd suck bad. But it's just me and little Lev here. Jonathan, Dad, and Ramsey went to Greg's house again. They've already been there once today to take the pressure washer, and now he went back to take a sawhorse to help him build a table for fireworks tomorrow. But that's where they're at. They should be back not long. I think Heath's gonna pick something up for dinner for us on his way back, because I don't feel like cooking. I was gonna cook something, but he said if I wanted him to pick something up, that he would, and of course, like, why would I say no to that? Yeah. Of course, if you offer me going out to eat, I'm gonna choose that over cooking. Always. Anyways, I am extremely excited about Gracie getting here tomorrow. I cannot wait. I've missed her so much. She will be back. I don't know why that took me so long. I can't speak. Thank you. She will be back tomorrow. I think we're going to meet them they're leaving early in the morning, she said, so we will be going to meet them sometime, somewhere. Don't even think about it, little girl. We'll be going to meet them at some point, like in the morning, somewhere. So we'll have her back tomorrow. And tomorrow we're just gonna, like, find something to do, go to the lake, and then watch fireworks at Heath's boss's house tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. Our plans change all the time, so who knows what we'll do. I don't think you guys, have they seen this? No. This is like a little don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's like a little thing outside of our house, like over, yeah, you can't see it maybe. Over there is like where we go in, like the back door, and then this is just like a little room off to itself. And he made it into his office, pretty much. But we're gonna go, yeah, trade station. We're gonna go ahead and end the vlog for tonight. We have a long day tomorrow. We have to go pick up Gracie. We don't know where we have to go pick her up yet. We have to go pick her up, and then tomorrow's 4th of July. I'm gonna be taking her shopping for her birthday, and we're gonna watch fireworks, and we're gonna have a good day. So I hope you guys like today's vlog. Make sure you subscribe, turn on your post notifications, give us a thumbs up, and until tomorrow,
Stay strong, stay smart.
and stay sober. Bye, guys.
Time to shine. When your time comes, don't postpone it. When others down and out, you don't condone it. Truth be told, yourself is your toughest opponent. When your moment comes, grab hold and own it. Never let go, stand tall and hold tight. Overcoming obstacles is the objective in life. Doubters all the night, and unto them you shine bright. Cause inside your head, on goes the light. Ignite. Plan for intuition.